The very best is the first cigarette in the morning.
What I like about cigarettes, it relaxes me, especially after dinner. I have a nice cigarette, some coffee, watch a little TV, light up a little bit. It just relaxes me.
I really don't love or hate smoking. I do it probably 80% of the time totally unconscious. And the only time I really enjoy a cigarette is right after a meal. The rest of the time I just smoke.
I don't like always having to worry where they are. I mean, it's annoying. You know, where can I get a pack of cigarettes? It's like, it's always on your mind that you need that cigarette.
I like to quit smoking. It'd be the greatest thing, because I could feel it. You cough a lot in the morning, a lot of times. Nighttime you cough. And you gotta give it up sooner or later, I know that.
I used to smoke cigarettes too, for over 20 years. And during that time, I loved them and I hated them. Sure, it was hard to beat that one cigarette along with my morning cup of coffee. But I always knew I should quit. If you're a smoker, you probably feel the same way. We both know it's not an easy thing to do, but now there's something you ought to know about. It's a fascinating story about a scientific breakthrough called LifeSign. It's a little computer that's actually breaking some of the toughest smoking habits in America. Yes, I found it hard to believe too, but the scientific evidence is in. Hundreds of thousands of Americans just like you are discovering LifeSign. And the real stories of smokers who quit with this computer are amazing to watch. They're coming up, so stay tuned.
When you're ready to quit, with your hosts, Mr. E.G. Marshall in New York City and Florence Henderson in Los Angeles. Brought to you by Health Innovations, dedicated to helping people live healthier, longer lives.
You know, quitting smoking is tough. It may be the toughest thing you'll ever do. I know from my own experience. I was the youngest of 10 kids raised in tobacco-growing country. Almost everyone in my family smoked. And I lost my dad to cancer.
I remember feeling at times like I just will never be able to quit, that I just never will be. I'll go to my grave, and probably an early grave, because I can't stop smoking. And that was a terrible, terrible feeling.
Haven't we all felt the same way? We want to quit smoking, and we can't. We try, and we fail. Lord knows we've got good intentions. We know all the reasons to quit. We've heard them 1,000 times. If you're like most smokers, you're probably just downright frustrated with the whole quit smoking issue.
They don't have the right to take this special thing, if I consider it a special thing, away from me, or to tell me when I can or cannot do it. This is what I resent. I resent being told when, where, and how I can do it.
And perhaps you're just a little bit afraid to quit, asking yourself some pretty scary questions like, what will I do about the craving? Won't I gain weight? What if I fail again? Sure, we all know people who just seem to get up one morning and stop, cold turkey. But that's not the way it really is for most of us. For the majority of smokers, it takes more than just wanting to quit. You've already got the desire. What you need now is a quit method that eliminates the habits and cravings that are yours and yours only. Well, there is such a method, and it's called LifeSign. Since no two smokers are alike, this amazing little computer actually designs a personalized quitting program that breaks your individual habits of when, where, and why you smoke. In the next half hour, you'll meet some of the thousands of successful LifeSign users, smokers just like you, and you'll actually get the chance to order a LifeSign for yourself or a loved one.
To try to stop smoking was one of the scariest things in my life. It was like losing a friend. It was a habit that had been with me for such a long time, and it was an emotional crutch. About a year ago, I had tried to quit smoking, and it lasted approximately 2 weeks. And I turned into such a basket case. My husband went out and bought me cigarettes and said, please, smoke these because I can't stand to see you suffer any longer. But with LifeSign, I didn't have that suffering. I didn't have the pain. I didn't have the depression. I was very excited about the program and knew that I could stay on it because with LifeSign's help, I was going to be smoke-free for the rest of my life. My first concern when I stopped smoking was I'm going to automatically put on 20 pounds, but I didn't. When I quit cold turkey, I put on 10 pounds in a week and a half, but with LifeSign, I have taken off 4 pounds, which is incredible. It's great.
LifeSign works because it's been scientifically designed to minimize the cravings and change smoking habits. Just how effective is it? Research conducted at major medical institutions showed that LifeSign works. In fact, it has a success rate that is up to 3 times better than other self-help techniques available today. Results like these have prompted the prestigious National Institute of Drug Abuse to provide LifeSign's developer, Health Innovations Incorporated, with major funding to further their pioneering research. And now, even major corporations are joining the movement too. Over 500 companies nationwide have used LifeSign to help their employees live healthier, more productive lives.
LifeSign works because it alters the behavior of the smoking person. Any smoker who wants to stop and has made a commitment to do something about stopping smoking, I do recommend LifeSign.
Cessation of smoking is a desirable goal. The best way currently known to achieve that goal is through the LifeSign program.
This is a filter that I use. You put a different filter in each week, and it keeps cutting the nicotine down. This didn't work. This is the Nicorette gum, which I had 2 or 3 prescriptions of, and I chewed this gum until I got sick, and that didn't work. These are Bantron pills, which I took, and they didn't work. This is a subliminal tape, which I used to stop smoking, and it relaxed me so much that I'd lay on my bed, listen to the tape, and smoke cigarettes. So that didn't work.
It's the truth. I come home and saw that.
So all of these failed, and I had my doubts about LifeSign too when I tried it, but as I went along, it really convinced me that it was going to work, and it did work.
The personalized quit schedule that LifeSign creates for each smoker not only reduces the number of cigarettes you smoke each day, but spaces them out so they can't be associated with old habits. This program alters the smoker's behavior and allows you the time you need to learn how to cope with all those old weak moments and situations and feelings you used to associate with lighting up. If you simply follow LifeSign's instructions, you can eliminate your old habits and learn an entirely new behavior pattern.
I'm Joe Bosco, and I'm the guy that quit smoking. I feel like $1 million. I think LifeSign is one of the easiest things to follow to stop smoking. It is nothing that is hard to do. You put it on in the morning, you shut it off at night, and in between in the day, you just read what the computer tells you to do, and it's the fastest and greatest thing you could do.
35-year smoker Joe Bosco was a 4-pack-a-day man. A truck driver for a gas delivery company, Joe's smoking day started early, at 3:30 every morning.
I was addicted to cigarettes because I felt like it was part of your everyday living. It just was in you. You had to have a cigarette. And I just had to have it. There was no way you could just stop cold turkey, the way I felt about it.
Oh, God, he seemed like a chain smoker, and he would, he'd say, no, that's not me, I'm not a chain smoker. And I says, hon, yes, you are. Because we'd be sitting down at the table, and he'd light one up, and it just seemed like it was 2 minutes ago that he had ducked it out, and before you know it, he had another one in his mouth. But he didn't realize how much he smoked.
One night after seeing the LifeSign TV show, Joe's wife, Phyllis, became so excited that she picked up the phone and bought one.
I says, hey, wow, if this could work, why not? I says to him, I'm going to try. I didn't even ask him. I just went right ahead and ordered it.
My wife came to me one day and says, I bought you something to stop smoking. And I told her, what is it? One of that cigarettes or whatever it is? And she says, no, it's a computer.
I said, well, let's just try it. I says, it's been proven. I've seen lots of people, that had it. And that's what it was, because I just wanted him to stop. I wanted to try something. I figured he'd get involved in it, and he did.
And I waited for this computer. I wanted to see what it was. When the day it came, I opened up the box and looked at it. When I first seen it, I laughed. It looks like a little machine that's not going to do anything for you or any way to help you. But then as the days grew longer, so did the time in between cigarettes. And you really did not crave for looking for the extra cigarette in between. And in 28 days, I have to say one thing. I cheated once on the machine. That was it.
And what was fascinating about it was the fact that he followed it. You know, it was like his little right-hand man for those 28 days, and he wouldn't go off it. He was really very good. I'm very proud of him for what he had done.
LifeSign had what Joe wanted in a stop smoking program. It minimized his cravings for a cigarette. It helped him not gain weight. It didn't use any chemicals, drugs, or gimmicks. It was easy to use and inexpensive. No hassles with group meetings, and it even came with a guarantee to work or his money back.
You can't believe the fact that how it pulls the nicotine from your system, that you don't crave for it anymore. It was really one of the greatest things in my life this machine did to me.
I didn't think he was going to stop, honestly. I really didn't think he was going to stop. He was going with the program. He was going along with it. And he did stop. You know, it seemed like it worked. And I really believe if he can stop with it, I think I can.
Try it. Like, you'll like it. And believe me, after you stop, you'll thank me and everybody else that has stopped smoking.
I don't know if I can talk about this without, letting on. I told you I can't. No, I love him very much, and I'm very proud of him. And I'm glad that, he did this for himself. He didn't only do it for himself, he did it for me and his family also.
If you're like most smokers, you've probably already tried to quit. You know that you should quit. You know that when you're ready, you will quit for good. Now is that time. Because LifeSign is here, and it really works. Thousands of smokers just like you are using LifeSign to quit forever. It worked for Joe Bosco's 30-year habit, even though he didn't believe it could when he first saw it. It can work for you, too. So call this toll-free number right now to order your LifeSign, the method that gradually takes you off cigarettes at a pace scientifically tailored just for you. LifeSign is normally priced at only $79.95, but because we sincerely want you to start right now, we'll take $10 off the regular price if you call within the next hour, so that you pay only $69.95. When you order LifeSign, you'll receive the patented credit card-sized monitor that's as easy to use as lighting a match. Plus, you'll get the practical 48-page program guide that will answer all of your questions about quitting and living life as a non-smoker. And you'll get unlimited free access to the LifeSign support line. Trained professionals are there to help. So order your LifeSign now. To make it even easier, credit card customers can pay in 4 monthly installments of only $19.95. Try LifeSign risk-free for 60 days. And if you are not completely satisfied for any reason, return it for a prompt, no questions asked refund. And here's something more to help you stay quit forever. This powerful video cassette filled with valuable quitting tips and motivating advice for only $19.95 more. It's bound to help you over any rough spots. Don't delay. Thousands are quitting with LifeSign, and so can you. In fact, the makers of LifeSign are so confident there are no self-help methods scientifically proven to be more effective than LifeSign, they'll triple your money back if you can find one. So pick up the phone and order LifeSign now for yourself or as a gift for a loved one. LifeSign, it really works.
The logic behind their program made sense to me. I'd never attempted to quit smoking before, and it was a scary decision to make. But I thought I could not quit cold turkey. I'm frightened to death of computers, but this was so easy to use that there's no fear involved at all. It's very, very simple.
Using nicotine is not something you do just 2 or 3 times a day. Every puff gives you a lift. 200 to 400 times a day, over 100,000 times a year. After years of smoking, your body has now become accustomed to functioning at all times with nicotine. And now you're smoking for a different reason. Your body is requiring you to maintain a steady level of nicotine in your bloodstream. The level it's become accustomed to. Scientists sometimes call this the nicostat. You can think of it almost like a thermostat that needs to be periodically adjusted up or down to maintain a comfortable room temperature. In the same way, when your nicotine level is low, when you have a desire or craving for a cigarette, you light up. When the nicotine level is high or at the accustomed level, you don't light up.
When you want to quit smoking, you have 2 options, cold turkey or gradual cessation. Cold turkey deprives the system of nicotine all at once. Consequently, it's an alarming shock to the body. The other quit option is to stop smoking gradually. By increasing the interval between cigarettes over a period of 2 to 5 weeks, so that maybe you smoke just 1 or 2 cigarettes less a day, now you're giving your body a chance to slowly become used to lower levels of nicotine. And this is the program that LifeSign puts you on. It systematically turns down the nicostat until it reaches 0, and your body no longer needs nicotine, and the craving for cigarettes is gone.
LifeSign's method, it made a lot of sense to me because, like I said, I tried cold turkey before and it just didn't work. Like, I was really nervous, upset, couldn't sleep. All I thought about were cigarettes. So, you know, this way it's much better because you withdraw slowly. I really liked cigarettes, and then when I finally wanted to quit, I couldn't. And I used to say that I didn't want to quit, but the fact was that I couldn't quit. And thanks to LifeSign, I'm a non-smoker.
How does LifeSign work? After receiving the monitor and manual in the mail, you'll select a start date. The morning of that day, you'll get up and turn the LifeSign monitor on and simply push the button every time you light up. Do this for 7 days, smoking at your usual times and your normal number of cigarettes. What you're doing is helping LifeSign learn all about your unique smoking habits. On the 8th day, LifeSign automatically begins your personalized stop smoking program. It shows you how many days until you are smoke-free and signals you when to light up, cigarette by cigarette. In the beginning, you won't be smoking less, just at different times. Then gradually, you'll begin smoking fewer cigarettes by increasing the time between them. Each day, you will smoke less and less at a pace that's right for you, until you no longer want to smoke. Simply put, LifeSign is light years ahead of cold turkey and clinically proven to be the most successful self-help stop smoking program available today.
If this could work for me, it'll work for anybody. I'm telling you, because I had the habit. I really had it. I mean, I was really into it. I mean, I was into this like it was bigger than a religion to me, I'm telling you. So if I could stop with this method, definitely, without a doubt, this is something to really give a shot. And just stop with it, you know. Stop playing around and stop smoking.
Tony! Toward the end of his 35-year habit, construction supervisor Albert Dejan Tomaso regularly smoked 4 to 5 packs a day. How did he feel? Like he'd been addicted all his life.
Forget it when I bought a carton of cigarettes. I used to eat them. Every second day I used to buy a carton of cigarettes. I knew it was killing me. All the great doctors and everybody were telling you, it's killing you. And that's what I hated about it. And couldn't do nothing about it. And it controlled me.
I didn't think he could quit at all. Because this guy smoke like it's impossible.
Many, many times he tried to quit. I think he lacks willpower, and we always kind of teased him that he was going to quit, and he tried, but he never was successful on quitting smoking.
No one believed Albert could ever quit. And after starting LifeSign, even Albert had doubts that soon faded away.
The first day I panicked. It was 28 days to stop. 25 minutes in between cigarettes. I said, well, I can't do this. It's unbelievable. I can't smoke. I used to light one after the other. So after about 3 days, 25 minutes was nothing. 25 minutes was too close. And it started getting better.
So one day he came out with this little gadget, and I says, no way, Albert, you're going to do it because you just don't have the willpower. He said, this thing's going to do it for me.
When you tell people, especially smokers, that I'm going to quit smoking with a little computer, they shake their heads. They think you're crazy. If you want to quit, just throw them away. I can do it. Yeah, let me see you, you know.
Honestly, I thought it was all a big joke, you know. And I see it start to cut down, you know, it started to cut down day by day, you know, weeks by weeks. And then one morning I come into the office and here he say, we finish, and that's all.
Albert's co-workers were stunned and proud that their friend had conquered the unconquerable.
He really did a good job on it. We were all proud of him, and sure enough, when it was time to stop smoking, and I never see him smoke since.
You know, if I think it could work for Albert, I think it would work for everybody.
LifeSign weaved me down so much that it was, when I actually said to myself, that's it, no more, Go for it. And that's what I did. Every day it got easier and easier. Give it a chance. You know, if you really want to stop smoking and you're thinking about it twice, give it a shot. I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, it was, it worked. I'm telling you, it really, really worked.
If you're like most smokers, you've probably already tried to quit. You know that you should quit. You know that when you're ready, you will quit for good. Now is that time. Because LifeSign is here, and it really works. Thousands of smokers just like you are using LifeSign to quit forever. It worked for Albert and earned him the respect of his co-workers who thought he'd never be able to quit. It can work for you, too. So call this toll-free number right now to order your LifeSign, the method that gradually takes you off cigarettes at a pace scientifically tailored just for you. LifeSign is normally priced at only $79.95, but because we sincerely want you to start right now, we'll take $10 off the regular price if you call within the next hour, so that you pay only $69.95. When you order LifeSign, you'll receive the patented credit card-sized monitor that's as easy to use as lighting a match. Plus, you'll get the practical 48-page program guide that will answer all of your questions about quitting and living life as a non-smoker. And you'll get unlimited free access to the LifeSign support line. Trained professionals are there to help. So order your LifeSign now. To make it even easier, credit card customers can pay in 4 monthly installments of only $19.95. Try LifeSign risk-free for 60 days. And if you are not completely satisfied for any reason, return it for a prompt, no questions asked refund. And here's something more to help you stay quit forever. This powerful video cassette filled with valuable quitting tips and motivating advice for only $19.95 more. It's bound to help you over any rough spots. Don't delay. Thousands are quitting with LifeSign, and so can you. In fact, the makers of LifeSign are so confident there are no self-help methods scientifically proven to be more effective than LifeSign, they'll triple your money back if you can find one. So pick up the phone and order LifeSign now for yourself or as a gift for a loved one. LifeSign, it really works.
Throughout North America today, hundreds of thousands of people have purchased LifeSign, using it to change their lives for the better forever.
Smoking was the one thing that I couldn't conquer. I just could not stop on my own. And with the LifeSigns, I did stop. And it really is one of the most wonderful things I've ever done.
From the small town of Saratoga Springs, New York, we received this letter not too long ago. It's from an 8-year-old girl. She wrote, "Dear LifeSign, my grandmother quit smoking. She used to smoke about
3.5 packs a day. Everyone in our family thought she would never quit. I think my grandma looks a lot better. Thank you, LifeSign, for making it for her.
Sincerely, Abby Neville. P.S. My gram is Bernice Perino." Well, we thought we'd visit with Abby and her grandmother Bernice to discover firsthand the remarkable story of Bernice's success that many claim is a miracle.
I really believe that LifeSign saved my grandmother's life.
The grandchildren especially, it was killing the kids. You know, it's, Grandma, you know, you're going to die soon. If you do that, you're going to die and we won't have you around, you know. And I mean, that broke her heart.
I was truly committed to the cigarettes. And I just felt that that would be a part of my life until I died.
She had all the will. She had all the willpower you could want. She had all the desire to quit. The habit was stronger than all her willpower.
Late one night in November 1988, Tony Perino saw the LifeSign TV special.
It was kind of late one evening, and my phone rang, and it was my brother with another one of his ideas that I thought, oh, here he goes again. And he thought that this would be a terrific thing to give to my mom for Christmas, this LifeSign. And she accepted it graciously and, you know, in the back of her mind said, this isn't going to work. They're just on me again. I'll do it, show them it doesn't work, and they'll leave me alone. So finally, as she got more into the program, the more it looked as if she was going to really quit.
In the beginning, I thought, well, I'll do this to humor my kids because they bought it for me. They didn't want me to smoke. And when it got to be like an hour between cigarettes, I thought, oh boy, a whole hour without a cigarette, I'm going to die or go nuts.
Each day she'd say, well, I've gone this far, I'll go a little further. I'll try it one more day. And before she knew it, it did. It caught her totally unaware.
So I made it through the hour, and then when it got to 2 hours, I thought, gee, I did this much. I can do more.
This is like the all-in-one package. They send you the computer that takes the control right out of your hands. It's like being put in a clinic with doctors and somebody who knows everything about the process of habits and how we form them and how to break them, being at your house 24 hours a day.
When she had her last cigarette, I was so happy for her that I was like jumping up and down and running around and everything.
I was just so proud of myself. I mean, when I told them that I was all done, we all hugged, we laughed, we cried, we kissed, we just were all really very happy.
Get your children together and have them buy it for you. That's what we did. We split it up 3 ways. It was nothing more than a dinner at McDonald's. And look what you have in the end.
Go for it. Just buy it. If you have to borrow the money, beg the money, anything, buy it.
You'd never, ever be sorry with this program. We've tried everything, and no matter what you've tried, try this. Try it once, and you'll never be sorry. It's worked for more people than any program.
Call us. We'll tell you about it. Really.
Right.
Really.
That's right.
The wise words that I have to offer is, if you don't smoke, maybe I'm wording it wrong, don't even try it. But if you do smoke, you've got to go to Life Sign to have your life. I mean, I'm just a simple man, that's all I can tell you.
Our mother is our life.
No, we're incredibly close.
We are. We fight together, we laugh together, we cry together, we do everything together. That's it.
And of course, who can forget Rose Kelly? In our last show, Rose shared some feelings that probably changed the lives of thousands of people. Because she smoked for many years, Rose now suffers from emphysema and requires frequent administration of oxygen. But it's that experience which has proven to be grounds for some wise and heartfelt advice.
All you people out there, especially those smoking, and those who haven't started smoking, don't. It'll give you emphysema. Look what I have, all this contraption and whatnot you go through life with. You can't enjoy yourself. You can't be happy knowing that your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, probably will come down with something, emphysema or something worse, if this keeps up. Listen to me. I mean it, it's from my heart. Please stop. Amen.
If you're like most smokers, you've probably already tried to quit. You know that you should quit. You know that when you're ready, you will quit for good. Now is that time. Because Life Sign is here, and it really works. Thousands of smokers just like you are using Life Sign to quit forever. It worked for Bernice Perino and gave her family the promise of many more years together. It can work for you, too. So call this toll-free number right now to order your Life Sign, the method that gradually takes you off cigarettes at a pace scientifically tailored just for you. Life Sign is normally priced at only $79.95, but because we sincerely want you to start right now, we'll take $10 off the regular price if you call within the next hour, so that you pay only $69.95. When you order Life Sign, you'll receive the patented credit card-sized monitor that's as easy to use as lighting a match. Plus, you'll get the practical 48-page program guide that will answer all of your questions about quitting and living life as a non-smoker. And you'll get unlimited free access to the Life Sign support line. Trained professionals are there to help. So order your Life Sign now. To make it even easier, credit card customers can pay in 4 monthly installments of only $19.95. Try Life Sign risk-free for 60 days. And if you are not completely satisfied for any reason, return it for a prompt, no questions asked refund. And here's something more to help you stay quit forever. This powerful video cassette filled with valuable quitting tips and motivating advice for only $19.95 more. It's bound to help you over any rough spots. Don't delay. Thousands are quitting with Life Sign, and so can you. In fact, the makers of Life Sign are so confident there are no self-help methods scientifically proven to be more effective than Life Sign, they'll triple your money back if you can find one. So pick up the phone and order Life Sign now for yourself or as a gift for a loved one. Life Sign. It really works.